Looks like we got a new friend!
Everyone, and welcome to the finale of Riders on the Storm. I very much look forward to telling this tale with y'all. Let's start with some opening messages. Please check out all the opening messages as they appear in chat. These gives you all the places you can find us, interact with us, and interact with our community. All the places you can support us and buy merch and all that good stuff. All the places you can find our sponsors, Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, who created this module, this expansion that we are playing through for 5e. Also present. Hey. Also check out the tweet, because you can retweet the tweet to help us with all the tweeting, and then tweet. And there's a whole bunch of websites with 10 to 15% discount as well, so check those out too. What we will do is we will go around and we will say hello to all of our players. This week, let's start with Mackenzie. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi! Or howdy, y'all. It's my last howdy. We're yeeing our last cause tonight. Yeah, I'm Mackenzie, Mackenzie Lane D on Twitter. You can call me Mac. And for the last time, I am playing Jin Harker, or Jin Chance Harker, the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest warlock in the Wild Wild West, who also is now a House of Cards war mage, like her husband. Oh boy.
Would you like me to update the overlay to Chance Harker?
If you could, that would be lovely.
Sure thing, we can do that. We can make that happen. Great. Great, thank you. Next, we'll go around the screen to Ryomasa. Oh, hi.
Hello. What do I say? Oh my lord. So it's the finale of Riders on the Storm, and it's a very big honor to be here. And I'm playing Colton Rosales, a lawman from a very faraway town who's here for reasons to head back home.
Music will be a touch now. Thank you so much, and we'll be getting to you very, very shortly before we get into things. Next around, we welcome Justin of Mage Hand Press.
Oh, hi. Yes, I'm Justin, community manager, director, whatever, of Mage Hand Press. You might see me as Tweeter Vecna over in the Twitch chat. But yeah, I'm super excited to be playing in this. I've loved watching and interacting with this stream all season long. It's amazing seeing the Weird West come to life, thanks to the amazing story told by Scrat, Mackenzie, and Saito.
Mostly those two. I just set the stage. Thank you so much, Justin. And last around, we have Milady Saito.
I'm sorry, I just tripped out because no reason. Hello, my name is Milady Saito, and I am going to be playing Ro, or better known as Death Row. She is a hell-raising, liquor-slaying gunslinger who's looking to take over Death's job. I mean, it's the only way to keep the apocalypse from happening, and it's the only way to keep the people that she kills down. So, not the best outcome, but it gets the job done.
So for a quick recap of last week, we came back home to Blank's Pass, where things are looking pretty run down. The occupants of the city... Oh, hello. Loud. The occupants of the city are very run down. The city is... or town, rather, is very run down, decrepit almost. The Jin's family can't die, but they also ain't in much good of a position right now. It's pretty grim. They decide, well, the devil has offered Jin a final contract. Kill Death, and there shall be all contracts will be wiped. And so they rode into battle to fight Death, and their companion with them, a girl with no name, was cut down in a single swipe.
You might say a girl with no name is a corpse with no name now?
Okay, cold? Cold.
That's a yikes.
Yeah. One single yike. But let's fade into Colton. Colton, would you be in the town already, or do you think you'd be just arriving after things?
Probably just arriving, since he left another town a little while ago and is wandering back, so... Yeah, just arriving, I think, sounds right.
Yeah. Well, on your way over, you can see storm clouds gathering, and people looking aggressive on the plains over there, attacking a figure who rides a pale horse, who has a deep cloak and carries a large scythe.
It's a bit early for Hallows Eve, isn't it?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Colton? What does he look like, and why has he come to Blank's Pass?
Colton was a lawman from a while ago. He's pretty tan. He's been on the road for a while. Lost his hat very clearly. Is wearing pretty standard, kind of like a vest and a worn shirt underneath. That's very clearly seen some dust and some time. Carries a badge and has 3 guns on him, but 2 of which are sort of like, there's a rifle strung over his back, a revolver at his hip, but he's got one gun on his right that looks like it's actually seen some use. The other 2 seem polished almost, and almost as if they haven't been fired in a long time. He's like fairly like average height, brown hair, brown eyes, but somehow looks pretty average, all things considered. Oh, and we lost somebody.
That's okay. It's Justin gone down. I'm sure they'll be back shortly.
Yeah, other than that, that's really all you can see at a distance, or without getting much closer. It's your average wanderer, as it were.
Indeed. And you can see as you are approaching the town. As I say, these people attacking death. And they are... Well, why don't I let you describe yourselves? How would you describe yourselves? Jin, Saito?
Do you want to go first? Oh, okay. You will see a figure with a long, dark cloak with short, just short pale hair, like mine, like almost pretty much ice white.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the behind, you're gonna see like a black hat with, and I'm on top of a horse currently that doesn't look like it is of any different nature, right? He doesn't look any different. Bro doesn't think he looks different.
Looks like a normal horse.
Yeah, it looks like a normal horse.
All right.
Jin is Jin is on the ground, not riding. She is standing next to someone. Average height for a human woman. Dark skin with freckles across her face and a loose black braid over one shoulder. Big hat, simple worn clothes, a shirt that looks more like a men's button-up, kind of cuffed sleeves tucked into a worn skirt that's covered in dust and patches. She has a gun on her hip that is smoking slightly, and she is currently clad in ethereal golden white armor with an ace emblazoned on the front. If you get close enough, you can see that her which side is it? Her left eye is gold and her right eye is brown. She's standing next to. Should I describe Malcolm, or should we just wait till he comes back?
I don't think Justin would mind if you describe Malcolm. Oh, actually.
Oh. Justin is here, so.
Convenient timing.
Hi. What does Malcolm look like? Describe my spicy husband, please.
Well, I've been told that Malcolm, with his slick back hair and chin strap beard and whatnot, is somewhat of a spicy man, according to Jen.
According to Mac at 2 a.m., to be honest.
Also, yes. I was giving you an out.
No, I'll throw myself under the bus. It's fine. It's the last episode.
That's a spirit. You will see, Colton, as you are riding up, maybe taking an interest in proceedings, a girl with no name rushes death, firing a shotgun point blank. A couple of ribs go flying, but the scythe swoops through and clean. Doesn't seem to make any contact with her at all, but then she hits the ground.
Well, not a fan of wanton murder, so definitely gonna intercede in some form or another, at least. But as of this point, it looks a little bit like very clearly one side is winning. So I'll ride up, and I guess unhook the gun on Colton unhooks the gun on his right and starts to ride up. Gets off the horse a little bit closer. Has a hand on the gun, but isn't drawn just yet.
Before we go into combat, if we would like a brief social encounter with Colton. Death can wait a long time. Death's very patient.
What's going on?
Well, howdy.
What's going on? Do you not just see what's going on?
Look, there's weird things happen out here in the desert, but this is a little weird. Weird even for me.
Well, fighting death. Want to join?
Dare I ask why?
Probably the best that you don't ask, but I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to escape now either. So, I mean, you shouldn't have rode up here. There's really only one way out now.
Run away if you want. You're not beholden to any fight.
I don't know if Death's going to let him do that.
Well, he's not attacking us right now, so I'm giving you an opportunity to run if you want.
No, I think I tend to end up places where I'm needed, so I think this is another one of those.
Right then. Nice to meet you. Jin. I go to shake your hands.
Colton, and Colton shakes your hand.
Nice to meet you. Hopefully we can talk more later.
Well,
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you, Malcolm. And you are? No name, huh? Okay. Well.
Yeah, I don't really.
her name's Ro.
Man, you can tell he ain't of this side of the law that we're gonna be okay with murder. You just gonna tell him who we are?
Is it technically, at this point, though it don't matter, but is it technically murder for killing an entity of death? Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna get into the specifics of it. I ain't gonna do that.
I mean, you may not have murdered many people. Oh, wait, you have. But I wasn't talking about this one. I was talking about other ones.
Well, she's been cleared of all charges thanks to our legal system and the, double jeopardy.
Yeah, legal system. Right. Okay, let's not talk about this right now.
That's literally what I said. She puts her guns out. She's like, let's take care of a problem.
And
Right.
you'll all be pleased to know that this week my character sheets in Roll20 are working. Yay! So
Hey, I want to see all the things that'll come at us before we die.
Gotta
so
hurt.
I don't have to do the classic roll behind the screen sort of thing. You guys can actually see it again, which is nice.
I want you to look me in the eye before you stab me, Scrat. Look me in the eye.
Wow, are you paraphrasing Heavenly right now? Is that what you're doing?
100%.
You have no shame. Cool. Okay, so then in that case, I think if you are all ready, you don't get a surprise attack because it's death, but you can all roll initiative when you're ready, and death, of course, will be waiting for you. There we go. That looks better.
Someone is ready to kill that.
Jin is running in.
Oh god. So Ro is gets her first attack when initiation starts, and then she gets to get a regular attack when. So
Didn't you take that last time though? I mean,
I wasn't sure if because you start the initiation all over again. If I was gonna.
Oh,
that
yeah, Colton
opportunity.
also has that too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then we will allow it. We
With
will
disadvantage, so.
Yeah, we'll totally allow it. You guys can go nuts. Okay, let's get some initiative going here. And also, I should look at what your initiatives all were.
Jin, Death, Malcolm, and then Ro and Colton are tied for last.
Cool. Who's got the highest dex?
I think Rose got it at 5, right?
Yes,
Colton's only
gotta-
at a 3.
Gotta be faster. Gotta be quick. Run away. So, I don't think I have very many wrist dice left after that.
Okay, in that
Actually,
case, we'll go highest dex first then for your initiative shot.
Okay, so I'm going to use some wrist dice, and you can tell me if it's okay or not. But I am going to, after seeing that action with the whole scything and the pretty much disappearing, like any pain, she's gonna try to shoot the scythe straight out of Death's hands.
Okay.
So we're gonna take away one of these wrist dice. For one, here we go.
Oh!
That's a good start.
Okay, roll some damage as well.
Won't die.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I know they took some damage last time as well, so... Okay. Okay, yeah, your bullet rips through Death's wrist. His hand and scythe hit the ground, flying a little way back.
Okay, so because I have akimbo, I got one more shot on my standard attack. So I'm going to actually shoot I was going to hopefully shoot that thing farther away. That's my goal, is to get it as far away from Death as possible before actual thing happens.
Okay, I'll warn you, if you do this, you may not cause any damage to Death.
That's fine. The opportunity as Ro is like, get it as far away from Death as possible, and this may be easier. If he's unarmed, quite literally, it may be easier. I mean, there's no guarantee I can make damage right now because I've already seen an attack and there's no damage done. Really, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my character wouldn't know any better, just like... So here we go. So another really first dice. Do this fancy as hell. Come on, please! No! What is it? It's an inanimate object! Please!
It's a thin inanimate object, though. I don't think that's going to be quite enough. A 12's not going to cut it. As your shot rips into the sand next to the scythe. Colton, you also get actions before we begin, right?
Yeah, I get one shot at disadvantage.
Okay.
So let's do that.
Hey, a 15's pretty good, but not good enough. That does not beat Death's armor class. The
Fair
bullet
enough.
can rip straight through their clothes, but it just happens to pass through a couple of ribs and... You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know, no harm, no foul, unfortunately. On Death's turn, Death reaches a hand out towards the girl with no...
It's my turn first?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It was like, let's go. Okay. I would like to give Malcolm one last really big kiss and then charge forward.
I accept.
Do I make the kiss a bonus action?
Oh.
Or is it an object interaction? Free.
Or is it a free action? Is smooching a free action?
I can give you the
Don't
smooch
object.
as a free action. I'll give it to you as a free action. We'll call it an objectifying interaction.
Yeah, that's fine. She doesn't say anything. It's just it's a second smooch. And then one hand she sort of taps or moves her hand in front of her, and it looks like an ethereal deck of cards just sort of splays out, rippling into a shield. And she's going to I'm going to cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action.
Looks like we got a new
And then as my action, I'm going to snap my fingers, and white flame is going to erupt around Death, and I am casting Sacred Flame.
Fantastic.
It's not a great DC, but I'm trying.
Yeah, no, Death just sort of
Okay.
steps aside.
Fine. I'm not gonna get too close. I'm gonna stay about 60 feet away, but I want to be able to keep myself between Death and Malcolm at all times.
Okay. Death turns towards the girl with no name on the floor, extends his hand, and you see her corpse immediately grey, and it seems to become at peace. And each of you know somehow that its life essence has been taken to the other side, and this corpse can no longer be brought back with spells like Resurrection, Raise Dead. Only a wish spell can bring this character back now.
I thought you were going to tell me that she was now the ghoul with no name.
I swear. Jin is doing so much to save your character right now, but Mac is very salty.
And for the rest
I'm
of their
sorry.
turn, Death is going to walk back over to the scythe, stoop and pick it up, and reattaches their wrist. And that is the end of Death's turn. Malcolm.
All right, so now I'm going to take one of my cards and I'm going to throw it at Death, hopefully doing a little bit of damage.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's real sorry.
Oh, I do throw another card, though.
Sure thing.
Not a nat one.
Not on that one, but on an 18, the card just sort of dies in the air before it hits Death, as though its momentum dies. Yeah.
I see. Well, I don't have a bonus action, so for now, so I'll pass it on.
Death Row. Oh, reminder as well, Jin has 2 advantages and a disadvantage. I have an advantage. Death Row has 2 advantages, and Malcolm has an advantage.
Yeah.
Colton, you are yet to have one, but I'm sure someone will sort you out soon.
So, how far did that card fall from the ground?
How do you mean?
Like, is it closer to Death than it is me?
The card
Yes, card
Can be.
that Malcolm threw.
can be. What have you got in mind?
I mean, I'm gonna try that toothpick trick again. I'll roll that up in there.
I think it will die right at Death's feet, so you'd have to get within like melee range and dismount.
That's what okay, so that's why I wanted to make sure first on
Yeah.
how close it is, so I can gauge the. No, she ain't gonna get that close. No. So we're gonna try to attack. Next shot is I'm gonna spend another risk dice. This time, I am going to use one of my advantages, and I am going to aim for the head. If I actually the neck, to be honest, because if I can pretty much cut off the head, maybe the beast will calm down a little bit.
Worth a shot, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Here we go.
26 will hit and will hit strong, and you can catch them right in the neck. On what you see, roll some damage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, pretty good. What you see is the vertebrae in the neck explode out the back, but the head maintains exactly where it is, as though the vertebrae weren't holding it up.
I got more shots. We can keep trying. Next shot. Same theory. Another wrist dice. I don't mean, this is all it. So another wrist dice. Same area, same shot, and same advantage. I got one more advantage. I need this. 20.
A 20 hits. So is this not exactly the same area? Aiming for the head this time, I assume.
Well, I'd say it's same area because I'm trying to lob the head off. So anything that I missed in the neck area is the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It definitely seems though, as you're taking the second shot, like the head is magically just propelled. I guess like it's not like a skeleton on a string. The bones are disappearing, but you do 3 damage this time, so maybe more of a glancing blow.
So
As your bullet rips through, the risk dice will make his head spin. And it'll spin twice on its axis, and he just sort of corrects it back. Is there anything in specific your risk dice do in terms of abilities?
no, other than just called shot, basically, that's what it is.
Cool. Okay.
For maneuvers.
Sorry.
So, I mean, I got still 2 more shots. I think we're gonna try just blowing his head off. That is my Ro is at her wit's end on the ideas. Death is. So we could just. Oh, that's not good.
That is not good, I'm afraid. Will definitely not hit. Uh, 21 hits though. And you've just been gifted another advantage. Thank you very much, Rock, who donates 1 advantage to Jin, 1 advantage to Ro, 1 advantage to Malcolm, and 2 advantages to Colton.
Yeah!
Okay, so that's another 5 points of damage. Bones are starting to fly away from Death now. His robe even flies open. You can see his skeleton. It makes him seem much less imposing, as it is quite heavily damaged. There are ribs missing, bits of his neck missing.
I think it's about time that you sit out, don't you think? You're on the losing team. I didn't expect for you to reply back, but like a gesture would be nice.
Oh, okay. Takes his scythe and just points at you.
A different gesture would have been nicer.
Last but most certainly not least, we have Colton.
Yeah. I guess Colton takes a minute, draws the gun, draws the gun from his hip, sort of spins it at a flourish, and starts sort of praying under his breath a little bit, which means we're going to get a spell slot level 2 bless on everybody. So everyone's got a bless. And then after he's finished that, sort of points the gun down, grabs 3 bullets off his belt, and reloads the gun as a bonus action. Holds on to the other 2 for later. And I don't have anything else to do then.
Okay, so very much a prep round. Thank you. Well, we go back to the top of the order. Jin, can you remind us what bless does as well, Colton? Just for.
Yep. You can add a 1d4 to every attack roll and saving throw you make for the next minute, as long as I have concentration.
Okay. Alright. After seeing Death point the scythe at Ro, Jin just goes, "Hey! Eyes on me!" And she is going to clap her hands and I don't remember which one puts the spell description. I think it's this one. There it is. As a bonus action, claps her hands and in between them, a deck of ethereal cards burst out. She's going to make those attacks. I have advantage. I'm going to use one. Please. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
I think this is 18.
18 won't be enough, but you have a D4 you can add to an attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Please.
We literally just said it.
I forgot. I have the brain of a goldfish. Shut up. 20.
That is a hit.
Okay. It's 5 magical piercing.
Okay, yeah. You hit Death with this.
Okay.
What form does it take? Is it just a card or is it a?
The playing card, and it just sort of goes. You know how like card throwers go, and when it hits the wall, it just sort of sticks there.
Mhm.
That's what it looks like, but it's all like golden and white, pretty looking.
Fantastic.
Quick question. For
Yes.
you as a DM, you cantrips level with character level or class level?
Character.
I said for Scrat as a DM, do they level with character level or class level? I know what the PHP says, but I'm checking with Scrat.
Yeah, by the book. By the class level.
Then I get a second attack.
Cool.
I just wanted to check. I didn't use an advantage that time, so it's a 12. I don't think even a D4 isn't going to cut it.
No, it's not. So the second card, Def catches it. His hand doesn't seem to move. He's just holding it.
It's fine.
Does he look
That's
sassy about it?
all I want.
Not really. It's hard for Def to look anything except for sort of like grimly amused, as their face is obviously just a big grin all the time.
I mean, someone with a smile that's holding your card looks sassy enough.
Yeah, it's yeah. You know what I mean? Like that skull grin that's not really a grin. It's just kind of
It's a grimace.
yeah. Could say a deathly grimace. Yeah.
Fine.
Def strides towards Ro, who is still on Terrence.
Not Terrence. Not the horse Terrence. Or Terrence, it's fine.
What? What just was said to me?
He's going to make his first attack on Ro. There we go. All of my things are working now. There we go. Does a 15 hit you, Ro?
No, it does not. Try again.
Hmm.
Not unless you have an extra attack. Don't try again unless you have an extra attack.
You know, it doesn't actually say on this sheet that Def has extra attacks. So, you dodge Death. You dodge Death.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Some would say you're too slow.
A close encounter.
This isn't the first time I've danced with Death, but I will say it looked a lot nicer.
I feel like we've really taken these jokes to the marrow now. So next is Malcolm.
I want to freaking. I'm so upset. I'm so upset.
Malcolm, you can see Def swinging scythe at Ro, who is avoiding.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and reposition myself where maybe I have a better angle with my card throwing, and I'm gonna try this same trick again. And yeah, no blessing's gonna help there, but maybe here.
Yeah, a 15. You'll need a high roll on your D4, but you can do it. Also, it would be wonderful help for the audience if you could turn off spell description on your attack throw. That would let us see the roll without me having to scroll up.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm afraid a 17 isn't enough.
All right. No luck. So I've moved and threw some cards. I'll pass my turn.
Then next up is Saito. Ro.
We're gonna try this again. Here we go. This time I'm pretty close. Do I get an advantage? Unfortunately, because he's so close to me.
Do you have something on your card that says you do for his close range?
I think my gut. Oh, in there. Nope.
No.
Nope. Hold on.
I mean, worthy attempt, but no.
I mean, it was always you can never. All you can get is no. Let's see here, please. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, no, a 10's not gonna do it. A 10 doesn't hit.
Uh, 19.
A 19 hits, yes.
Okay.
We found it, y'all. We found it.
Right, we got it. We got it.
Another 6 points of damage, yeah. Death is starting to look pretty beaten up. Leg bones shattered, ribs missing, head got a nice bullet pock on the bottom of the jaw there. That's gonna hit. Yeah, another 7. That's gonna hit too.
And that counts as a crit for me. That does count for a crit for me. That's because I rolled a 19.
No, you
Right.
rolled it.
You rolled an 18.
Oh, I keep seeing this math right here. This plus 19 plus 5.
Yeah,
It's
I
down
already
here.
modified your sheet, so 19's count.
Darn it. Well, that still hits though.
It does hit, yes.
Positives.
Another glancing shot there. But Death's looking severely injured. It can't take up much more of this punishment, otherwise... You know.
Just give a small witty banter. It'd be like, so y'all gonna do something? Like, quickly? Because that would be great.
Colton, it's your turn.
I guess we'll do something quickly, and in the words of a very good friend of mine, I cast gun.
Ooh.
Twice. So yeah, the first one's not going to hit because 13 plus even a max plus will put me only at a 17, but 23 will. I think.
23 hits, yes.
Excellent. Piercing, and we're going to expend the spell slot, and actually no, I can't. I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to save that for later, just in case. Yeah, we're going to just do 6 damage on.
Okay, yeah, the bullet rips through Death, and Death like looks towards you for a second, but stays focused mostly on Ro for now.
Mm-hmm.
Jin, we come back around, it's your turn.
Alright, I've reread my spell description. It's 6 cards that were summoned last turn, and I threw 2 of them, so I have 2 left.
Okay.
I'm gonna sling both. Where is it? Where
Throwing 2 cards, a risky gambit.
I'm gonna do first one at advantage.
Okay.
Good! God!
The 21 hits. I get the
I
impression
had
that
so much hope. I had so much hope when the first one hit.
I get the impression that Jin isn't really like fully committed to this kill death plan yet. You have another card to throw, right?
Yeah, I have one more card to throw. Oh wait, shoot, wait a minute. God, I don't know how to. Wait, I want to. Cool.
Use your words. She's trying to communicate with us. I know it.
There's no way for me to show this, I think. But because I'm a House of Cards War Mage, I have my deck of Fate and I drew cards. and every time I cast a War Mage cantrip, I can add the damage done on those. I can add damage to my cantrip.
Okay.
You also have War Mage Edge.
I don't have that one. I have
That's second level.
no. I have the. I can add the cards because I'm a House of Cards War Mage, right?
You have both. Edge is the base class feature at second level. Once per turn, when you deal damage, add intelligence.
Yeah, I totally forgot to add that. Yeah, no, I just want to add a playing card. I have a 7 of clubs. I have no way to prove that I have a 7 of clubs, but I would like to add 7 damage to this attack.
Okay, well, there is a way to prove. You just draw a card from the deck on the screen there. I don't have that ready.
I have it in my hand. I don't know how to play it.
That's fine. I can look in your hand. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to just play the 7 of clubs that I have.
Sure.
And make 8 magical piercing damage.
Discard that card for me.
Go away. There we go. There it is. I popped it onto. There we go.
There you go. Unfortunately, chat can't see this, but there is in fact a 7 of clubs placed on the table.
So
you have another card to throw, don't you?
Yes, I do. Sorry about that. I don't know how to play War Mage yet. It's fine.
There's some moving parts. It's okay.
23.
23 hits.
And on that one, where is it? I can add plus 5 damage, so 10.
Okay, 10 points of damage. Death looks real shaky. Real shaky. It look like they're on the ropes. Their horse
They're on their left legs.
Their horse bolts, and the horse bolts, and Death looks after it for a moment, almost a forlorn look in its sunken eye, if that's such a thing. Then they turn back and they are just stubbornly, once Death set its heart on something, it kind of keeps going until it's got it. So they're going to swing one more time at Ro. Does a 27 hit you, Ro?
Not if I make you re-roll again.
Don't think you can do that.
Dang it. I can't give you advantage roll? No, I lie. Yeah, that hits.
That hits. So please make me a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. All of that drinking practice throughout the season. You should be good at this.
You do have advantages if you want to use them.
You do have an advantage.
And a +2 from me.
And yeah.
I definitely want to use my advantage not to get sucked up into this thing.
And a plus D4.
Ooh.
Roll that D4. You have a D4 from Bless.
And a +2, so you're already at a 15. Oh no! Wait.
What's the +2 from?
From Aura Protection, because we were all standing next to each other.
Yes.
So I think that makes you 16 on the dot.
So you feel for a moment, Ro, this blade pass through you. Instead of dying, you feel your life force being pulled out of you. And it's a bit of a trip, you know? It's a bit of a trip. It does 23 damage to you. But you do not instantly die.
For the love of God, is someone gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna take a legendary action.
Valid.
It's gonna point at Colton. And no, that's not the Constitution save.
Oh, it's a DC 0. It's a DC 0. It's fine.
So spell save DC. I'll just roll it again. I think that'll fix it. There you are. DC 14. Let's get the full spell description here.
That's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine.
You also have advantages. You also have advantages.
You also have an advantage.
Dude.
Yes.
Yeah, let's blow one of those, preferably on the now-ish side. Yeah, we're gonna use one. Let's see what we get here. Oh,
There's your 14. So you only take half damage, which will be 36.
Oh,
You okay?
okay.
that just hurt me.
I am still up. I'm still up.
Good.
Did 36, right?
36. Yes.
I went from 52 to 16, so but we're still alive.
And that is the end of Death's turn. Malcolm, it's your
Can
turn.
I do a reaction?
Yes,
because
of course
that?
you can.
Excellent, because I have this thing called Hellish Rebuke, and I'm going to hit him with it because that hurt.
Sure
Is-
thing.
Oh,
Deep-
please.
The
Do
DC 13
one of
dex
you
save.
have Hellish Rebuke?
Don't worry about it.
Hellish Rebuke.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
DC 13, you say?
Yes, DC 13 con... Dexterity? No, Dexterity.
Dex, and is that half damage?
I believe it might just be full. We'll have to double check.
'Cause I'm sure at level 2 it would do some damage.
Yeah, I think it's... No, Hellish Rebuke is a level 1. It is still half, though, so it's 2d10
Yeah,
fire
it's half damage.
and then half, yeah.
Okay.
So
I also have Hellish Rebuke, which is why I have concerns.
that's understandable. Alright, let's cast that one.
Okay, so it takes 10 points
10.
of damage.
Wow, that's great.
Fire shrouds Death almost like an Inverness, as the rest of the lichen and robe on their body burns up, and they sort of let out a silent scream as their jaw parts, and they fall to the ground as this golden fire. Well, why don't you tell us, Colton, how exactly would this work?
Okay. So Colton sort of draws his gun, points it at Death after getting hit by that ridiculous amount of spell. And you see the revolver he's carrying is like a dark iron with gold inlay in it, and the gold inlays start to blaze and glow, and after that, fire sort of leaps out from the barrel in sort of a line that is sort of like a golden, like it's a golden mote followed by a little streak of like light when it hits Death, and then what looks like a goldish, whitish fire starts to blaze up around Death. Yeah.
Do I recognize this gun?
I don't think so.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And Death is no more as they fall to the ground.
Hey. God, that was about time you guys stepped in. Oh,
I just got here, and also that hurt a lot.
you're telling me.
You're alright. Here. How rough do you look?
Well,
I mean, like physically. I
For,
know.
like, I think physically Colton doesn't look that bad, but I think like
Okay.
it's very, we went like very pale very quickly. I think. is-
I am. Jin tosses you, or I toss you a 1 common healing potion. Here. If you need more, let me know. I got some.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you ended the fight. At least I can do, I suppose.
Let's drink that.
It's 2d4 plus 2. I wrote it down.
Yep.
Well, considering how off my aim was today, good thing you showed up.
Oh well. We'll hold
Yes,
it.
Rob.
You rolled real shit on that roll.
Yeah, we'll hold here for now, though. That's all right.
That's probably because you were so worried about the situation. Can I get me one of those fancy? You know, I could really just use a regular drink right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
That way.
Okay.
So, can I ask what that was all about? Because it's not something you see every day.
It was a. Long story short, I had a job to do and I did it. I'm not sure when the follow-up's supposed to happen, though.
Wait a minute. That's right. We're supposed to be nominating death now. Okay. How do we do that? How do I?
No. It's supposed to literally raise hell? That should have raised hell.
As if on cue, you look over towards the field. Your gaze is almost drawn. You see a skeletal horse heading towards you, and as it walks, the fields die. Far in the plain, you can see what looks like a raging band, with one horseman on a large warhorse, riding towards you, his horse bedecked in armor and weapons. And far to the right, you can see green mist picking up on the horizon.
We can't have this. She's like stumbles over.
This is what we asked for.
Yeah, no, I didn't. She's gonna try to. Is there still the golden thing going around with where death was?
I think it would have burnt up by now. Is that fair to say, Ryan?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
She's gonna scramble a little bit for any that where death was and be like, "Come on, there has to be something here. I don't want no apocalypse situation."
Not the end of the days, it's just shaking things up.
That's good for you, but what about the people who can't defend themselves? What about them?
Jin.
Thought you didn't care.
I don't care about a lot of people, but Victoria can't defend herself. That I can guarantee you. And she's swiping around. Is there like anything like scythe or anything?
Oh yeah, the scythe's there, yeah.
So she's gonna hesitate for a minute. Her hand jerks out to go touch the scythe, and hesitate for a minute. She's like, because her mind's thinking like, maybe I could die if I touch this scythe.
Valid.
Can I point something out? We're only contracted to kill death. Now, there was nothing saying that we can't deal with those other three. If death was this easy to kill, well, how hard could war be?
You are way too cocky.
Easy. She it's gonna like you're not talking to someone who's just.
The three other horsemen pull up a distance away. They don't make to attack, they just stand.
Jin has one arm, like, protectively in front of Malcolm.
Can I roll a history or something? Something tell me if I touch this scythe that I might die or not? Some type of idea.
That sounds to me like a common sense roll, and it's one
The road
thing we
doesn't
don't
have that right now.
Why don't you make me a wisdom save?
Here we go.
Sure, you
Do I
can
still
touch the scythe.
Do I still get the buff from the?
Do you get infusion of paladin common sense? Also, bless. That's still there.
No, I was saying, blessed still here, so we're gonna.
Damage. You took damage. You have to con.
Oh, I have to roll. Right, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
really
sorry.
high con save. No, you're right.
I know.
Okay, so what am
Okay.
I trying to beat after taking 36? Is it?
I think it's just 10, isn't it? Isn't it just 10 to maintain concentration?
I thought it was that, or like something based
Or
off
like-
of the damage you took.
Half damage.
Oh yeah, it's
Damage.
it's half the
It's only
damage. of
half
what you
damage,
took.
whichever is higher. So
So it's
half
DC
17.
18 then.
six.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well,
Yeah,
that's
no.
13.
Yay!
There is no
Alright,
bless.
bless is gone. Bless is gone.
So 13 it is.
Yeah.
Sure, you
So
can touch
it's-
a scythe. Why
Well-
wouldn't you be able to touch a scythe? It's just a scythe, right?
Till 15, aura is passive.
Okay, an aura of... Okay, at 15, you sort of think, I mean, it's just a scythe, right? Right? Right?
Our hand's
What
gonna
could
move
go wrong?
towards it again a little bit, like towards it,
Uh.
again, and it's just like,
Well done, Jin.
All right, I did my end of the bargain. Now do yours. I'm
he-
done.
He walks into the middle of your... Fantastic, just like contracted. Nice to meet you, Mr. Colton.
she's gonna scramble to her feet and she's gonna say, "Look here, you ain't gonna." She's gonna grab her guns and turn around. She's like, "You're looking at death row, and I'll be damned if you're gonna take this world that easily."
Oh, don't worry, it won't be that easy.
That's quite the compliment.
No, not for you. We just need to wait for her now.
Her who?
And a stairway appears. A slow guitar riff that picks up through the through the range comes by. It looks like this is a stairway to heaven. As golden light shines down, and a woman walks down.
Oh, thank God, someone's gonna step in on this. You have a job to do.
You've completed your end of the contract, Jin. As far as I'm concerned, we're done. This is exactly what I wanted.
What happens now?
What do you mean, what happens now?
What happens now?
Well, I fight the lady herself. Mum.
Rather you didn't. Can we
Protect
get a
everyone in the
rather?
world.
No, we gotta shoot.
Bro, you really don't need to worry there. One of yours is very close to me.
What do you mean?
You were saying you were worried about Victoria. She'll be protected. That wasn't part of our deal.
Wait, no. Wait. I thought Victoria and you were done.
He's a Harker.
Oh yeah, but I was only protecting your direct family. I've got other interests in her.
What other interests do you have in Victoria? Because I will solve them right here.
I don't think you will.
I think I will. You don't know me. Trust me, you don't know me. And she steps up and she's like, there are many things that I've done in my past. And there are many people I've slain easily. And I will take you just as the same.
Malcolm, can you please make me a DC 16 Constitution saving throw?
Oh
It's a magical effect.
Sorry?
Would this be considered a magical or supernatural effect?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll add +4 to
You
this.
also have advantage. You have advantages you can't burn.
Only one.
Okay,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will. So I'm gonna be adding +4 to that from my War Mage tactics, and I'm not able to use the.
Bless is down.
Bless is down,
Bless
but are
is
you
down.
standing nearby me?
Oh yes.
Yeah, so extra
I
2.
am. So
That's still not enough.
that's 15.
14.
Let me see here. Trying to think of a thing. So I don't die. I mean, can I use the advantage or no?
I mean, you've already used it. That stopped you from, you rolled a nat 1 on the other thing, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did. You used
No,
the
yeah,
advantage.
fair.
You're at 6, so an 8.
No, are you talking about a card trick? That was 2 attacks.
Oh we've done that, but I mean, you'd have to call the advantage beforehand because at the minute the advantage would have just stopped you from getting a nat 1.
Okay. Gotcha.
Pretty good. Still pretty good.
Okay, so yeah, 14 of
14's way better than 8, to be fair.
It is.
This
It is.
doesn't scale like Warhammer, though.
It does not.
As you pick up the scythe, you feel a void open as you are kind of sucked into it.
Oh no!
Does my ring save me?
As you are being sucked through, you hear a scream, a ear-piercing scream come from the ring as a soul is ripped from the ring into the underworld. And you return to life with full hit points. The scythe is on the floor.
Rose,
Try again.
No, I'm tackling. I'm tackling you.
no. So
I believe Jin is trying to stop you. So,
I would like to stop.
Jin, please make me an athletics check.
Front like grapple.
Acrobatics instead.
You can evade with acrobatics,
Okay.
yes?
I have to use strength to tackle, though, right? I mean, really, it doesn't matter, but Can I use acrobatics to tackle, or is it just athletics?
It's got to be athletics to tackle.
Okay, fair enough.
Jin gets in your way. Jin is tackling you to the ground on a 19, I'd say. And
Actual hell.
dude,
I had an idea.
I'm the one who's supposed to have bad ideas, not you.
Maybe you're rubbing off on me.
No, it's not. It's not a good thing. Don't do this.
I've got insurance.
I don't care. I don't want you to do this.
Look, we're at the end of the world here. Now, I have every plan to spend the rest of my days with you, and there's not going to be too many more days if the world ends.
Bro's gonna be walking up to the scythe.
If you get within
the devil
range,
is still
throw
talking
his
to
sword
you.
at you.
Right. The devil is still talking
Is
to you.
he?
And he sort of like only takes a moment to look over his shoulder at what Malcolm and Jin are doing, but then shows no more interest in them. He draws a letter from his jacket and offers it to you. This is the summary of all of my business with Madame Victoria.
What does that have to do with me? And she's gonna take the letter.
Well, since you're so interested, I thought you'd like to see it official.
I don't give a lick's ass what this is. What? But I'm gonna read it because you brought it. Seems only polite, I guess.
And as you open it, it is a copy of the marriage certificate that you saw at Madame Victoria's place. Lucifer Morningstar married to Victoria Harker. And in all of the things it says that no charm or devilish powers have been used to seduce or otherwise interact this
Wait.
partnership.
Wait. You're marrying Victoria?
Past tense, married. Very pleasant.
Oh, that ain't allowed. That ain't allowed at all. you can't marry her because you are not allowed to marry her. That's why.
I think you'll find it's completely lawful. I'm very strict on that.
That's all great and good, but that's not. She's gonna take it. She's gonna rip it. Now it's confetti. I allow that.
As you rip it up, he just reaches back into his jacket and pulls out the same letter.
What are you, some type of magician? You got like 10 of those underneath it? Why?
Please, you should know with all contract negotiations, the devil is in the details.
Oh, jeez, this is right.
Now, if you
Well,
excuse me, I need to go and have a fight with my mum.
no, I don't think so. That's not gonna happen. I told you that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let that happen.
He puts his hands in his pockets and turns, starts walking.
She's gonna shoot in a threatening manner. But it's just a threatening, just a zip past him. Like I said, it's like to throw dominance. You know what I mean?
Do I have to roll against that again?
I think so. As Malcolm tries to escape again.
Yeah. He goes.
Yep, he goes. As you are walking, you see.
Oh!
As you are rushing towards. Well, actually, are you going for the scythe first?
I am.
Okay, for everyone in chat, all of you are DMing me actions. I'm not reading any more of them. You say your actions out loud or they don't happen. Okay, I can't keep track.
I was okay.
That makes me question.
I'm not DMing you for once.
Hey,
I only did the sneaking part.
I don't want any excuses. I'm not calling you all out. I'm just making it known that I'm not looking at the DMs for that anymore. That's not what Zoom chat is for. Okay, let's.
Fair enough.
Okay, so what's going on here? We've got Malcolm trying to break free of Jin.
Yeah.
Rose still seems to be slightly in shock. Colton, you DM me as well. What would you like to do?
Yeah, Colton, if Malcolm goes for the gun again, is going to try to shoot it away.
The scythe.
Yes, or goes for the scythe with his gun.
Scythe, yeah.
There we go. That's how actions work.
Okay, so why don't you make me an attack roll?
Okay. Here's a question that's fun. Does this count as an attack action? Or how are we doing that?
Yeah, I think it would count as an attack action, an out of combat attack action. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use as much attack as I've got, which is 3 of them. So that's pretty good.
That's pretty dang good.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. The scythe will get hit and skitter across the floor. Malcolm, what would you do?
How far away is it?
We'll say it can move it like 10 feet, sort of like a on-ground catapult.
Okay, I cast
Yeah.
Phantom Grapnel, and essentially it, since the object isn't being carried, it magically grabs the object and brings it to me.
Nice.
Okay, make me another DC 16 save.
Okay. This time I'm going to use advantage.
Okay.
And then, so that'll be +4, +2, so I don't die.
You do not die, that is
Doesn't
correct.
it only pull you 10 feet to you?
You said it was 10 feet away?
Was it 10 feet away or 10 feet per shot?
We'll say 10 feet away. That's how
Okay. All right. Cool. Just want to make sure I didn't hear wrong.
Valid.
Welcome to the academy. Please take your
And
seats.
if I can move towards Satan and attack him, I will.
You can, but first up, please take 25 points of damage, 7 slashing, 18 psychic, for trying to use the devil's sword, the death's own weapon. You know.
All right. And then is this just a melee attack?
Sure thing. You can attack using strength or dex. It's a finesse weapon.
Okay. And
As you
and
rush up
just-
to Lucifer, wings, like black wings, start spreading out of his suit. The big wide wingspan. We're talking 10 feet across.
does the scythe have any like bonuses to it, like for the attack?
Good question. It has +4, I think.
All right. That's pretty good.
On a 15, Death turns and grabs the hilt.
Oh no.
No, he's not dead. He was
That's
playing
bad.
dead.
Death or Lucifer?
Lucifer. Too many
Okay.
D's. Death and the
Oh!
devil. Sorry.
Oh, it's like he was only playing
That
dead.
doesn't make it better. That doesn't make it better. That doesn't make it better.
Arguably, so much worse.
I mean, is it? There's not two of them.
Lucifer tries to wrestle the scythe from you.
I try and not let him.
Contested roll then, please.
Athletics.
Athletics, yeah, that'll work.
Okay. I don't think I can even beat that. All right.
That's because you're wrestling with the devil.
Yeah, he just wrestles it away from you, and it smolders for a second and disappears.
Cute trick.
I like to keep a couple up my sleeve. Now, Malcolm, I like you. Honestly, I do. Done me a big favour here. Don't make me kill you. I don't even know what would happen right now, to be honest.
Well, you too bad you can't. There's a contract. You like contracts, don't you?
Contracts nullified.
All
But you-
contracts are nullified.
Well, what about the one with the marriage certificate? Why isn't that nullified?
My contracts are nullified.
Well, did he tell you all of your contracts, or did he say all contracts? Because if he did
Did
say
all
all,
of mine.
I thought if you did this, that your direct family would still be safe. No?
Hark, Victoria ain't my direct family. We've already been over this.
Well, no, I figured that out, but he is. I mean, don't get more direct than that. Right?
And what? Then what?
And like a husband?
I keep him safe because it's me. I don't need no devil to keep my husband safe no more.
Yeah. Okay, but let's just say the devil's going after your husband. Be best to be keeping him safe from the husband at the time frame.
Hopefully he won't. And I make dead eye contact with the devil.
I've just been looking for the opportunity to settle things with Mother Dearest. I'd
I don't
like to
think
get to
you
that
can.
now.
No. Mm-mm. Mm.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you.
I sure the hell am.
I am too.
No, you're fucking not. You do. Try it. Try it. I fucking dare you.
Well, when
That was me as a player. You did not say that.
Is there a look? Is there at least a look? Is there a look that Jen is giving that looks like that?
This is not close enough to grab Malcolm at the moment, but
But a
she
look.
grits her teeth hard.
can I cast a spell?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to use Minor Illusion to combine with my War Mage trick.
Oh, you have that freaking trick!
Yeah, I do.
I know what you have!
I'll share it with everyone so y'all can see it.
I
Excellent.
hate you! I hate you!
There's 2 of me now.
I mean, this is quite the conundrum for you, Jen.
Okay, what is the saving throw?
That is going to be 15.
It's an intelligence save.
Yep, 15 intelligence.
Oh.
I was gonna like, do I get advantage because it's my husband? But like, that's silly.
I mean, depends on how many years. Let's see. How many years are you guys together?
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope, I don't know. I can't tell.
I can make up to 4 of these, given enough time.
I hate that trick. I hate that trick so much.
Yes, the Loki trick.
The best trick ever.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to force combat here?
Yes.
I'm gonna need you need to handle your man. I need you to handle your man. Can you do that?
Dead silent.
Okay, well, I'm gonna handle him.
Malcolm would like to initiate combat. Malcolm can, and then we can roll initiative.
I'm going to use Dragon Claws this time. And I'm assuming 11 and 12 do not hit.
They do not, I'm afraid.
Roll 20 is just like
Why?
Wait.
some
It's
reason.
turned on you at last.
Yeah.
And I mean, you should be very familiar with this character sheet as well. This is a Mage Hand Press character sheet I'm using for Lucy.
Before anything else happens, Colton looks at Mum and sort of raises an eyebrow while tilting his head.
She nods. Your gun flares.
Colton steps up next to Malcolm, or the Malcolm's, I guess, technically. Reloads his gun and keeps it kind of at his side at the ready. Just in case.
Same.
Jin?
I can't tell which one of you's my husband, but
They both wink at you. With a smirk.
don't you fucking dare die right now. And I'm going to try as... How far away? How far away are they? How far away?
They're not that far. Lucy was walking. Malcolm grabbed the scythe only 10 feet away and attacked in one turn. So in my mind, the most they can be away is 20 feet.
Cool. I get in between... Okay, another question. How long has it been? Has it been over 10 minutes?
It's got to be getting there.
It's fine. That's fine then. I just mark Shield of Faith as a time limit of 10 minutes, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I get in between Malcolm's and the devil.
I forgot to mention this, but I lay on hands myself back to not dying.
Valid.
Go fight the devil at 20 HP, let's not!
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be the best idea.
No, that's a bad
Oh my god.
I almost want to reveal their hit points just because it's so beautiful, but I won't.
Oh, boy.
I've seen the character sheet. I know.
Oh.
It doesn't, but it's fine.
Okay, everyone. Let's roll initiative then, shall we?
Oh boy.
Not.
Oh, we beat the devil. All right. That's a start.
Does that mean we get that ability perk again? No? Yes?
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm sorry, but I
So
need
we'll
it
go
to
in-
work.
Dex order again, so we'll start with Saito.
All right.
So first she's gonna tell the mother, whoever like the devil's coming after, and be like, "You need to go back." Does she leave?
She smiles at you.
She's gonna shoot a warning shot at the mother.
All right.
If we can't get the devil to leave, the only thing to do is get the bait to leave. One way or the other.
Starts a fight with God. Shoots the devil. Shoots a warning shot at God. All right.
I said at the very beginning that Ro was a hellraiser, drunken, slain gunslinger. She is not the best in ideas. No, she's very full of herself, and we're gonna do this. So, does she take my threat?
As the bullet comes close to Mum.
Should I try to throw my roll first? Let's see if you want to do it. I
Yeah,
wasn't
sure, go for it.
Here we go. Oh.
As the bullet comes close, it turns into a butterfly and flutters around her and settles on her shoulder. She smiles at you again.
Okay, I mean, see that we got another shot. Okay, well, bait's not going away. Time to kneecap the devil. It's gonna try to shoot the devil now.
Sure thing.
Here we go.
That will be a hit.
6, 3. It's a hit with little intention to murder.
Yeah, this glancing blow sort of looks down at it and looks back up at you. I believe Colton also has some before initiative attacks.
I do. I've got 2 shots. I don't know if any of these are going to hit, though. Actually, wait, hold on. No, I got 1. Oh, that hit. Maybe that hits?
That hits.
If that doesn't hit, that's very concerning.
That hits the devil, definitely.
All right. Yeah, I guess Colton just does that because I haven't had time to do the thing that lets me do the smitey thing. So, yeah, I think we'll just roll for damage then. Yeah, 8 damage.
That seems to sting as it touches the devil's skin. You can see this hiss, hear this hiss, and see smoke rise.
Can I speak? Even in initiative, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Not
sure,
sure.
why not? As long as it's very short.
So Ro's gonna say, if we're hitting the devil and we can't hit God, maybe we should just let God take care of it.
And with that, it's Ro's turn.
I mean, can we huddle up for a minute? I literally just shot her and the bullet turned into a butterfly. We've shot the devil and he's gone down. Don't ask me why. I feel a little bit of sympathy for this man, but I feel like it's a little bit sad that he's tried this hard, and this woman back here is probably gonna clean his lights. I mean, shouldn't we give him the death he wants? He worked this hard. Is that a persuasion check? I'm not sure how that is.
If you want to try and persuade your group to leave, I'll let each of you decide your own DC for how hard it would be to convince you to turn from this fight.
I mean, I assume you all saw the bullet turn into a butterfly.
Jin isn't leaving if Malcolm stays. Actually, Jin isn't leaving, period.
Malcolm, it turned into a butterfly. The bullet turned into a damn butterfly.
Whilst you have this discussion, I'm just going to go for a quick bio. You guys have fun.
It turned into a goddamn butterfly.
I'm not gambling the future of the world on whether or not the devil doesn't have some sneaky shit up his sleeve to deal with butterfly bullets.
Okay, well, I understand your concern. But from what I just saw, we were starting to clean up pretty easily when it was coming to him. But I shot at her, and she just like...
What happened, Death Row? I thought you weren't afraid of nothing.
I mean, I kind of, at this point, like, I kind of want to see what happens when God goes against the devil. And I always thought that...
Rose, right, you should leave. Get
See,
out
look,
of here.
and you know how rare that is?
Out of here.
Do you see how rare that is? Jen hardly ever listens to me. And I'm going to tell you something. And she'll look at Malcolm and be like, you've been waiting so long for this moment with Jen. And yet you're risking all of it. You're risking all of it on a gamble. The contract is cut. You guys should be cutting your losses and going.
Well, let's just say I'm all in because, you know,
No, you're
what?
not.
So you're willing to gamble the love of your life and your future, which you already have, for the chance to kill the devil? I think that's mighty selfish. Shellfish.
Malcolm, get out of here. Get out of here now.
You heard her. Skedaddle, Malcolm.
Love me if you ever trusted me. Get out of here now.
See, Malcolm?
I've never made you try and make you make a decision. I'd expect that you'd give me the respect to allow me to make my own decisions as well.
Ooh. Okay, but that doesn't mean we don't have to guilt trip you in a different decision. I think that you're making a bad decision. You said that you were her nickname. Your nickname for you was bad idea, right?
It's my bad idea and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, you're starting to become that bad idea. You are risking Jen's life because, let me tell you something. If there's one thing I know about love, and there's one small tiny thing I know about love, is they're willing to do anything to make sure you're safe. And I can tell she ain't going nowhere. So if you're going to risk your life, you're gambling her life too. So is that something that you're really willing to all in on?
Look, all I know is we're talking about the end of the world. The end of the world means the end of everything. The end of everything means the end of Jen and I. The end of everything means that there ain't no life, nowhere, doesn't matter. So yes, there is an all-in situation here. Because if I back down and she doesn't come out on top, then we're done anyways.
Okay, let me explain this in card tricks for you, because you seem to like card tricks. That woman, you got in your hand a pair of deuces. Okay? That man has got a straight. That woman back there has got a royal flush, and she about to flush everyone down with it. Okay, so if you're willing to come down in the tide and risk your wife's life in that royal flush that's coming, you better fall aboard because it's about to get real dangerous up in here.
Look, you don't have to stay, hero. If you want out, get out.
Okay, what about your wife?
Look, I can't make her decisions for me, and she can't make my decision. We don't make decisions for one another.
Yeah, you do. You do. You consciously do. Because you know what her choice is. So if you know that she ain't gonna leave, and she's risking her life to stay with you, then you are making the choice to risk her life. Don't get me wrong. I think it's mighty selfish. And I told that to Jen too. I thought it was mighty selfish when she did it. But I expected more out of you. But you know what? She turns her back. She's like, maybe you are like the rest. Like every single one of them that I thought. And she's gonna pull back the trigger, and she's like, if this is what you want.
Are you threatening me or saying you're going to join?
She's just pulling back the trigger. You have no idea which way. I guess you'd have to do like a sense motive. Yeah, you know, it's you'd have to roll.
So you just don't respond when Malcolm asks?
Yep, nope.
Okay. Sense motive then. Oh, that's sleight of hand. Whoops.
I like you stealing it.
Insight. There we go. Now roll 20 likes me. When it doesn't matter.
Not enough.
Oh.
Okay.
I told you that Ro was a monster. Ain't no one lied to you. And she says, she looks in your face, she's like, if you're willing to gamble your life, then maybe it's time that we end it right here.
Don't you fucking dare.
Well, he's willing to end his life.
And
shoot
as
me
she
instead.
talks, I'm gonna try dragon clawing the devil again.
Alright, well then.
Swear to God, I thought we were in initiative at some point. But it's
I gotta say, we are technically in initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, technically, so it's technically
I paused
mine.
initiative for this conversation. Okay. But if this conversation resolves with more fighting, we'll go back into that initiative order.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I don't know where we are in the initiative order.
It's mine.
So. Yeah, it's
that's why the bullet was like pulled back.
I think though, you probably with the amount of conversation, we might have used action and bonus action for trying to convince our party here.
Okay.
If that's okay
fair.
with you, Ro.
Yeah, that's absolutely okay.
So next in the initiative order then will be Jin.
cool. What the hell can I do?
You can see that Malcolm's getting ready to attack the devil. I think, is that fair, Malcolm?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in melee because I was attacking with Devil Claw Dragon Claw last turn, so.
I can't beat that nat 20 to figure out if Ro is actually going to shoot my husband. But
can we give advantage to like people who we weren't trying to bluff?
I don't think that's how that works. Unless you're only trying to if you want to.
I was literally only trying to deceive.
You want to be open, then you can just tell me, and that would be helpful.
I mean, I would say that you would know that Ro's not probably going to shoot him because you'll notice that she hasn't attacked him before.
Okay.
She seems to take a liking to your peeps.
Thank you. God, there's still two Malcolms. Are both Malcolms doing the drag? Are both Malcolms getting ready to attack? Malcolm just disappeared. Of course he did. Why?
We'll say yes. You still can't tell them apart.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm getting in between the devil and Malcolm, and my Shoot, how long do these... I don't know my spells. Hold on. One moment. I have to look something. It's super far away. It's super far away. Magic daggers. How long do these last? Oh, they're gone already. Cool. Let's try this then. I did not pop that in. I didn't give it a description. It's fine. Why is it not... Roll20 refuses to roll this.
You rolled it like a bunch of times for me.
You rolled it like
Yeah.
6 times.
I keep hearing like, oop, boop, bloop, bloop.
I'm so sorry. Oops. It wasn't beaming for me. I'm so sorry.
The first one was a 21. I need to
so
ask,
sorry.
who are you attacking?
Attacking the devil. It's just a swipe of the hand and it looks like cards. I go right at it. I go in between both of the Malcolms, hopefully.
The devil turns to face you now with a slight flurry of wings. Black feather floats down. It looks like he's about to defend, but as you come in to attack him, he opens his chest wide. Roll damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I kept clicking.
That's okay.
3, plus my edge. So that's plus 5, so that's 8.
Yeah.
And then I think I get to make an extra attack with that. I'll double check. If I'm not certain, do you still want me to just take the second attack? The 6 I rolled? I'm sorry.
I'm alive.
Welcome back.
Oh my
just-
god, welcome back.
Just roll it again for us, Jim.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
What
Nah,
did I
that would miss.
An 8. But he chooses to open himself to you. Roll some damage.
Okay. That will be 6.
He looks sad.
Deals off.
Wait a minute. We're really...
Don't touch my husband.
Okay, but we're really hurting someone who's letting us hit him? I thought we were the good guys.
Don't touch my husband.
Well, your husband's the one touching him.
If you have nothing else, Jin, next in the initiative order will be Colton.
I am just gonna make sure I am in between Malcolm and the devil at all costs.
Your thing.
Colton has listened to everything, I think, that's been said, all the things that have been done. And Colton, gun sort of flaring in his hand, turns to look at Mum again and says, in spite of what I think these people think, they're trying to do something that is good. Out of, I think love. And not out of spite or jealousy, just desire to be safe. You brought me here. Help me help them. And sort of finishes that, turns, and reaches out to the source of the magic he made a deal with, and goes for bless again, level 2. So everyone has it one more time, and he puts the bullet back in his gun and says, I hope this is what you wanted. And then turns back to the devil.
Before you turn away, she's still smiling, but the smile looks melancholy, and a tear runs down her cheek.
It's never easy. And then he turns away.
Are there any other actions for your turn?
Besides bless, I don't have anything else, so no, that's it.
Lucifer looks at you, Jin. I'm taking first, if you don't mind, Malcolm, as he has a higher dex.
Okay.
I don't just attack people. Alright? That's your condition, you lot. I just give you things you want. Usually you want to hurt each other, that's nothing to do with me. What I want to do, go and talk to my mum. And he's going to reach out a hand to you, Jin.
I think I know what he's gonna do.
Huh, that should be an action. Might be one of them ones that I need to, There we go. And grants you 30 temporary hit points.
Never mind, that was not what I thought he was gonna do, but I'll take it.
Not what I thought at all.
And he turns and starts walking towards his mum, inviting an opportunity attack from anyone within range.
Jin does not.
Opportunity of movement, doing it at least.
No, on opportunity you don't get movement. Jin isn't going to attack the devil, but if Malcolm makes an opportunity attack, then he technically moves out of her. She moves in her melee range. If Malcolm makes an opportunity attack, then Jin is going to opportunity attack Malcolm.
I'm torn because of what he said. Like, so in Malcolm's head, you know, he didn't hear the direct conversation that you had with Jen, but when you came down from the room, you said that he was planning on ending the world, and now he's talking about how he just wants to have a conversation. And
Your choice.
yeah, no, I'm processing. There's so much.
Me welcome to my life, Justin. Every Thursday. I love it, and I'm gonna miss it so much.
I know! No! It's so
I'm
sad.
gonna grit my teeth and not do anything currently,
Good.
but I'm ready to.
Good.
In that case, as the devil, Lucifer, Old Scratch, or perhaps even Samil, as he was once known, as he walks towards God, her radiance grows, growing brighter and brighter, until he is forced to his knees in front of her.
Bro's gonna turn around and be like, looks back at Malcolm, like, told you so.
I still think he has a trick.
She runs a hand through his hair, and you see tears wet his face. She never says a word, but her hand passes into his stomach, and he recoils. And she holds him like a child for just a moment, hand on the back of his head. She lays him on the ground in almost the fetal position, looks at Colton, and begins walking towards where death was vanquished.
again, Jin makes sure she is at the front of the party.
Muted.
Is the devil's not moving? It's just lying down on the ground.
He's on the ground, and you can see red staining his body.
Okay.
Do I still have my 30 hit points, or do I feel them disappear?
You still have them at the moment.
Colton
That's not good.
walks up to the devil's body, like empties the revolver on the way up. All the unspent bullets dropping to the ground. Put 6 more in that seem to look a little bit more bright than the bullets he dropped, and just unloads the full cylinder into the devil.
Damn, looks like we've been up our sleep the whole time.
For a moment, you hear the sound of screams. Thousands of screams, far too many. Almost the same as every soul that you have captured, Jin. The sound they make as they enter the vessel, except much more intense. And by the time Colton has finished unloading, the devil is gone. So are the 30 hit points.
Hi, is God still walking to where death died? That is the weirdest sentence I've ever said.
She is.
Cool. I want to make sure that I am in between the rest of my party and her, and I'm gonna walk over. Hands up, like that. Surrender. You know what I did.
The closer you get, the more at peace you feel and overwhelmed you feel.
Yeah,
It was
Rose.
my fault. If you're looking to blame anyone for this, it was my fault.
She turns to you, looks at you, and smiles.
Yeah.
Don't blame them. Don't blame anything they did. I did this. This is my fault. He did this through me. And I will do whatever it takes to fix it. You can do whatever you need to do to me to fix this. Just leave them out of it.
Ro is struggling right now. She thought that God was a good person, and God is not a good person. She's gonna put her guns up for a minute, and she's gonna be like in defensive position.
There is light for a moment as another figure graces the field. This one has wings of white.
Yeah, God murdered someone. Ro doesn't trust him. It doesn't matter who it is.
What are the other 3 riders doing?
Nothing. They sit on their horses waiting. The figure who appears says she can't talk, you know. She opens her mouth, each of you are as good as dead. That is the word that created Earth. At least not while she's on this plane. Sometimes you can hear her through prayer. She forgives you though, Jin. That's kind of her thing.
I'm sorry, what? She what
The-
now?
Angel lands and starts lighting a cigarette. Of course she forgives you. You're here right now in front of her, repenting your sins.
Yeah, well, that's not okay. She just murdered the devil, and I thought the devil was a bad guy, but it's looking a little bit the opposite here.
He's not... Oh, yes, he is a bad guy. The first to have fallen and all the rest of it. No longer welcome in heaven, yeah. But he had a job to do. And all he's been done is returned back to his job.
Yeah,
watching the gate, keeping the souls in hell.
So no, that was a force thing.
How can you kill someone who has everlasting life?
How can you force people to do what they don't want to do?
I mean, it's pretty easy.
So is Death actually dead too? Or,
he'll rejuvenate at some point. Unless you kill him on the negative energy plane, he'll regen.
Oh, hell no. He might wake up with the worst hangover of his life and the most angry hangover of his life.
Don't worry, Death's fairly neutral. They come for everyone.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Kind of.
It just takes time.
Why? Why take him back? After all this time, why take him back now? Why force him back to a plane that he doesn't want to be at?
All he
Chaos
wanted was
down there. Alright? We had to get one of the other angels, one of the lesser angels who hasn't fallen, to go and take over. They don't deserve that.
But he does. But he does.
Look.
Why don't you do it? You look like a strapping young angel, I guess.
I do my share.
Do you?
I do.
Why don't you take care of hell?
I have for a bit.
Have you? Not very good job, because they obviously came back for Lucifer to do their job.
Hey, how do I fix this? This is my fault. I messed up. How do I fix this? How do I stop everything from going pear-shaped?
Breathe, Jin. Lucifer's back in hell where he belongs.
Apocalypse? Is
As long as
delayed?
she's around and happy, and she smiles at you all, there can't really be much of an apocalypse, can there?
That's it?
I don't feel like that's over.
The only person who might be a little bit upset is that old Victoria Arca.
Excuse me? Oh no! Oh no, no, no! This is not okay! This is not okay! This is not okay! This is not okay at all. You need to bring him back. You need to, well, because she loved him. You need to bring him back. She should step up real quick and be like, there is only one person in this life that is alive that I even care about, and you're gonna, if you make one single tear come down her face, just one single tear, I swear to yourself that I swear to yourself that I will come after you, and every single heavenly being that you send down here.
It's okay, Ro.
It's not okay. It really is not okay.
Ro, it's okay.
It is not okay. Why do you keep saying that? Just because you assume it's okay doesn't mean it's okay. Tell your boss to bring back.
It's not your fault, Ro.
What do you mean it's not my fault?
All the things you've done.
What do you mean?
Anyone would have done them things.
I ain't ashamed of what I've done. I did them to survive.
And we forgive you.
I don't ask for forgiveness. Not from the likes of you or from anyone else.
God starts walking towards the mansion.
Oh hell no! You need to stop that.
My mansion sounds so egotistical, but yeah.
It really does. It's okay. I love it.
Your family manor, yes.
There we go. That feels much better. Does it look okay to go with?
Yeah, why not? Flowers bloom behind her.
Hey. Jin will follow.
Malcolm will follow as well.
Colton does too.
Jin has a very bad idea right now. What it is, but she has a very bad idea right now.
So, Colton, I have a striking feeling that you might have a little bit more insight into this situation than the rest of us. Care to explain what's going on?
A town or two back, I was out taking care of something with some friends of mine. Kind of went sideways. They're not around anymore. But at the end of it, I found God, I guess, is technically what happened. It's not really true. I've been, faith is something I've had for a while, but
You literally found out.
literally is a little, you don't expect literal. But when I gave her my word and he pats the gun that's now holstered on his side, I learned a few things. And I was told at the time that when Devil walked the earth in a weakened state, I'd be the one to send him back. And for a while, I didn't really think about, or I thought really long and hard about why it had to be me doing that. And I think I've realized the answer listening to you two, you two and Ro, I guess, over here talk. I mean, it's an answer. It's an answer that it's kind of obvious, but I guess it's not easy to hurt the people you love.
Oh, it is real easy. It is real easy. Let me tell you, because I've shot down 3 people I've loved. I'm about to shoot down the person you love. And if she just doesn't stop listening and stop walking away when I'm talking to her, she's just stomping after.
Any idea why God herself is heading to the Harker estate?
I'd put something here about mysterious ways, but that seems kind of disingenuous. So,
And
My-
all that.
my what I know ended when I emptied that chamber.
What? You just gave away everything you know? Oh my God, there's a reason why Victoria said people are too nice. You gave away everything you know for someone who just literally killed someone who isn't even fighting back? How do you know she's God? Because you feel it calm because she's around you?
I don't think belief is something you understand. So, yes.
You're right. I don't understand.
I don't expect you to. You don't have
What
to.
does that mean?
That's all it is.
I don't expect me to.
I don't expect people to believe things. I believe what I believe, and that's enough.
So you're gonna let your deity of whatever choosing walk into that house not knowing what she's gonna do?
This might strike you as strange, but I don't really let God do anything.
I believe you do. I believe you do because you gave away all your bullets. Gave away all your bullets. You folded your whole hand.
Those were, it's not really given away if they were given to me by the same person. So,
I mean, Jen was given a gun, and then she gave it up. See, and what are you gonna do after that? What? We lost him again.
oh no!
Well, what?
No! That's fine. Jins can make her bad decision now when Justin's not listening.
There's been a whole bunch of like strange weather going on over there. Heat waves,
Oh.
hurricanes, all sorts. So I don't know
Fair enough.
specifically about his area of Texas, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of thing going on.
You better hush your mouth. There better not be a hurricane because it's gonna hit me before it hits him.
Heat waves.
It's already hit. Maybe I would say because it's already hit us once. Keep going. All right, repeat yourself.
Where were we?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't really let God do anything. That
You
was where
sure
we were
did.
at.
Yeah, you sure did. You folded your whole hand.
That was my
Folded-
choice.
Yeah, it was your choice, and
Yes.
you made, and she looks over at Jin, a bad decision.
I'm just gonna say Jin is purposefully staying away from all of you and sticking very close to God's side, which is again something I never thought I'd say, but you know.
Yes. Out of context D&D. Jen is glued to the hip of God.
If you stay close to her side, she'll put an arm around you while you walk.
Okay.
You're now at max HP. Any conditions are gone.
Is my wisdom up, or am I still just as foolish as ever?
Just as foolish as ever.
All right, cool. There's something I want to ask her when everyone else's conversation has died.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you ask her before I
think Rowan and Colton go on and on about faith versus pragmatism. So like,
I would say after this conversation, Rose's gonna try to intercept God, so I'm gonna let you ask a question before she like steps in front of her and just like. Ugh.
Go on, then, Jim.
So, he really did just want to have a talk with you.
She smiles. That tear wells up in her eyes. Doesn't run down her cheek again, but it wells up.
What did you do to him? Did you just send him back?
He nods.
Can someone else? He's got a wife. You know that, right?
She nods, but it's more... She knows what you're going to ask, and she's getting hesitant.
You know what I'm asking?
He nods.
Is there a way I can let them be together? Someone has to watch over Hell, you know that.
She smiles bigger and leans in and kisses you on the cheek.
Is that a yes? A no? There's nothing I can do to help. Nothing?
She looks back at Malcolm. Then to you.
I know. You said, or they said you'd forgive me, but I still don't. I need to do something to make it right. Let me do something to make this right.
She looks at Malcolm again. Then back to you.
I don't know what you're asking.
She just pats you.
I don't get it. How do you just forgive? How is that? It's just over. How is it just over? How is everything I did just over? I don't get it.
The angel steps in, if I may.
Please?
Well, this is just her way. None of you lot can do anything bad.
None of us.
We're divine beings, you know. If we mess up, we really mess up, like Samil. But you lot,
But it,
as long as you see wrong, and you're willing to come back from it.
So if I shoot at her and then apologize afterwards, I'm in good graces.
I think you have to really mean it.
I'll mean it. You just tell me when Ro has the opportunity to step in front of her, like instead of God and the building.
They're getting very close to the building now.
Okay, well Ro's gonna step in front and be like, "Okay, you ain't getting any closer. I've had about here with you, and do I feel any different?"
Yeah, you feel kind of warm and tingly. Probably not something you felt for a long time. Kind of feels like happiness.
I've had enough about here with you. And I am going to put you down. It's gonna be a right down hay bale of fun.
Make me a wisdom save DC 20.
I don't have that much wisdom. Here we go. Oh, you know that's real. That's real.
Now,
that's real.
I don't know if you've experienced this, but sometimes when you haven't been happy for a long time, I'm kind of speaking from personal experience. I try not to go on a we are the world kumbaya moment, but sometimes when you haven't been happy for a long time and you suddenly feel happy, it immediately makes you really sad, and you just start crying about how happy you felt for that moment.
Also super uncomfortable.
Yeah, super uncomfortable. Okay, we're gonna see tears.
Oh, Scrat.
Yeah, you're gonna see some tears. They're starting to form in her eyes, and she's like, "You ain't getting across here." This is the last air you're gonna get.
And she'll just walk in and give you a hug. And I think that abrupt stop is when she touches you. Kind of like being hugged by a mom. Just really genuine, like a proper hug. You know, there's no awkwardness about it. This is just a hug that fills your soul.
You ain't my mom. And you're trying to hurt my mom. And it's really weird dealing right now. And I want to murder you. Because you're going to be hurting Victoria. But that's not okay.
Ro, if I may, have you ever heard the saying that God works in mysterious ways? I heard Colton saying it just a minute ago. It's
That doesn't mean it's okay. Bring him back. Bring him back. Make Victoria happy. That's all I ask.
Bro, I already tried. I tried to fix it. There's nothing any of us can do. I already tried.
This is the most awkward feeling
Also, yeah, Ro, you're back at full HP. Any conditions that were afflicting you are gone. No exhaustion. In fact, I think anyone who's come in contact with God might be immune from exhaustion for like 48 hours.
Tell me what I can do. Just say it and I'll do it. I've murdered so many people. I've murdered people.
Bro. Yes. There's nothing. I already asked so many times. There's nothing we can do.
But
It happens. It just happens. Death happens. People leave. It's okay. We have to be okay with it.
it's not okay.
We have to. So does Victoria. It's fine.
It's not okay.
Fine. It's gonna be fine. I promise.
Victoria lost my mom. I can't let her lose her. I can't let her lose Lucifer too. If she loves him, that's enough. Just like if you love Malcolm, it's enough. As much as I hate him, I just want.
God pulls back from the hug, and she looks at you, Ro, the same way that she looked at Lucifer for a moment.
What does that look?
Sort of sad. Sort of like a mother looking at a child disappointed. But not so much disappointment in there for you.
All I'm asking is you give him a chance. And I ain't saying on my behalf because he's a straight up monster. I'm saying on behalf of Victoria. She deserves to be happy.
He nods.
So, how can we make that happen?
He just runs a hand down the side of your face.
Oh no.
Sort of like consoling, you know.
It makes me really happy that you're so friendly. And I've never felt so happy in my life. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. But I am happy if you would just give me an option. Justice
Picks you up the same way a mother might pick up a toddler, just like by the waist, and just puts you on the ground next to her, and continues walking up the steps.
Jin will let her into the house.
Oh no.
Still also staying very, very, very close to God's side. She has a lot of guilt in her system, man. It didn't go where she wanted it to go.
As bad as it sounds, I feel like the Joker right now. I feel like Rose the Joker. So she's gonna put her fucking gums up and she's gonna be like, I'll shoot ya! I really will!
Back over her shoulder and smiles. Flowers bloom out of the barrel of your guns.
I thought the devil was bad. She looks over at Jen. She's like, the God is so much worse. So much worse. So much worse.
She heads upstairs to that room where your mother and father are staying, Jin.
I follow.
She just stands in the corner for a moment. Your father looks up and seems to understand. Says his last words.
Can I hug him?
You can hug him. And she leans in to let your mother go.
Is there any way I can talk to them before they go?
Of course.
I want to hug both of them. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I left. I'm sorry I left. I'm sorry. This is my fault. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried to save you. I was the one who got rid of the gang, and I left. I thought I could make things better if I left. I thought things would be better if I left, and I just made things worse, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Your father just holds you. It's alright, Jin. I've always known, really. I just didn't want to admit it.
Sorry. I wanted to be good. I wanted to help. I thought I could fix things. I always thought I could fix things, and I just broke everything again.
You're here now. That's always important.
But you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm not going anywhere. I'm fit as a fiddle.
No, you're not. I know you're not.
Your dad actually isn't doing too bad. Your mum's not doing great.
Okay. I'm gonna go and get by my mom's bedside.
Yeah, she's been non-responsive for days at this point.
Hey.
Your dad said he was able to talk to her, but there's not really any response there.
God,
Turns to smile at you.
can you give Jen a chance to talk to her mother before you take her? Can you wake her up?
She like puts a finger on her mouth.
Thank you.
He steps over and rests a hand on what was your mother's name again, Jin?
Miriam.
Miriam Chance's shoulder. And Miriam breathes in like a deep breath for the first time in ages. Her eyes brighten, and she looks a little young again. She turns to you, Jin. Why, Jin, bless your soul, I knew you'd be back.
I just hug her. I miss you. I miss you. I'll miss you.
Don't worry about that, Jin. You're back now. That's all that matters.
Stop saying that. It's not true. I'm not back.
What do you mean you're not back? You're right here, aren't you?
It's not me. It's not the person who left. I left for a year. I did so many bad things, and I'm back. But it's not me. I don't know what I did. I know what I did. I don't know if it's me. I don't deserve. I don't know. I'm sorry.
She just smiles at you and hugs you, not really understanding what you're saying.
Jin doesn't know what she's saying. Jin just
Yeah,
goes and cries.
It doesn't matter how far you go or what you do. You're my daughter. Ain't nothing gonna change that.
I'm sorry. I hope you're happy. Whatever happens next, I'm sorry.
See you? Of course I'm happy.
Just hold her tighter.
God, would it be too much to ask that you leave her mother here? I know you can heal her. You just did. Do you have to take her? Jen hasn't had her family for a year.
How is that fair? You're asking for her to make a deal? And I've been trying to beg for her to leave Lucifer here. How is that fair? You know, I have to go back and tell Victoria that the second love of her life is dead. Do you know how much that sucks? Again? You wouldn't know because you didn't lose the love of your life. Not twice.
No, I haven't, but I gotta ask.
She rests her hand on your shoulder, Malcolm. You feel that same thing, full hit points, you know. All the works.
Does she give any indication to yes or no, or?
No, she simply starts to leave.
How is the mother? Seem fine?
She seems okay.
Is the angel in here as well?
He sort of tails God wherever she goes.
Mr. Angel, sir.
Yes.
Is she leaving Miss Harker?
Yes. Next stop will be to sort out the other of Lucy's problems.
Well,
Wait a minute. What other Lucy's problems?
I guess you might want to come with us.
What do you mean?
Jin, Malcolm, would you like to stay here?
What do you
I look
mean? Go ahead.
I'll go one last trip. This is sort of my fault, and I'll go see what I can do.
You gotta stop saying that, you know. Once she's here, nothing's your fault. It's all the will of God at that point.
Oh, just because God forgives you doesn't mean you forgive yourself.
I don't forgive anyone. Really
See?
finding.
The more I'm around you lot, the more I understand you, you know? No wonder
I
she
don't
doesn't
understand
punish
you at all.
No wonder she doesn't punish you lot like she punishes us. You punish yourselves enough.
I think you could be an overclass of devil itself.
Yeah.
and as Jen buries her hands, I'm just gonna wrap my arms around her.
Yeah. The angel looks at Ro and Colton and sort of like, whilst they're hugging, sort of like...
And she's gonna follow. She's gonna head out. And she look over at Colt and be like, "What was that about?"
Colton sort of like closes the door behind him and does a little like nod to the door where they're sort of hugging, and then as Ro asks them, it's just like,
That wasn't an answer either. What's wrong with you? I'm so tired of people not answering. It's worse than people asking what I said or repeating what I said.
I don't have an answer for you other than that's love right there. So
Love sucks. I hate
sometimes it does.
like
As
a
you-
vacuum.
Turn away from the bedroom door. You turn to face Madame Victoria's parlor,
Oh no!
the bar area. And God is walking up the stairs.
No, 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 no! She's gonna rush and stop her. No, no, no! She put her hands out. She said, "No, no, you don't go anywhere farther than here. You're not allowed. You have to have special clearance. I will send Natalie after you, and you don't want to see She's a big one.
You know, Ro, it occurs to me that if Victoria was to go somewhere where she could be, you know, happy with a partner, it might make it more bearable for both of them.
You want to send Victoria to hell? You want me to be okay with sending Victoria to hell?
It's not like she's going to be a tortured soul.
How do you know? You don't know any wiser. You just follow what your God says. You think I'm just supposed to believe in a God that strikes a man who is literally asking just to talk to her?
Not a man. They did talk. You just couldn't hear it.
Woman. I'm sorry. They had a conversation that was just between them. Well, I have a conversation between me and you and her, and this is not where you're going past. Right here, this line is drawn. You have to have a special privilege to get past here, and you don't have it.
You don't know, do you?
Now what? I know that I'm gonna shoot you if you get any closer. Don't think I won't.
Colton looks at the angel, looks at the god, looks at Ro, and says, I think you kind of have to spell it out for this one.
Spell what out? We lost May. We lost May Chan Press again.
No.
Lessons.
You didn't know your dad, did you?
I need to know my dad, because I had Victoria, and that's the reason why you ain't getting past this line.
We can show you hell if you like.
Why would I want to see hell? I just told you that Victoria... Thank you.
I mean, what you might find is it's not as bad as you think, and you, in particular, could pass there and come back again, no problem.
What do you mean by that? Alright, now I'm going to hell. Joke's on you. I've done terrible things, and I know it. So joke's on you.
Well, yeah, you might have known you're going to hell, but, probably not why.
What does that mean?
Colton, leans over the angel's, behind Ro's shoulder, look at the angel, and just mouths, spell it out, small words. And then kind of leans back over.
You are only half mortal.
What? 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 What do you mean by that?
Really?
My daddy was a miner, and my mama was a brothel worker.
Very close on both parts. Yes, your dad did work underground, underworld, maybe. And your mum was a brothel worker, maybe a brothel owner. His eyes flick upstairs.
What?
Sorry to break it to you like this, but...
A minute. Okay, well, we're gonna hold a minute. You're gonna stay downstairs. And she just beeline straight to Victoria's office. Just knock slightly first.
When Ro runs off, Colton looks at Angel and God and says, I know ineffable plan and all that, but I'm pretty sure you can give her 5 minutes to figure that out.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see if there's anything good beyond the counter, shall we?
The angel goes downstairs and Colton just looks at him and is like, I don't drink.
Suit yourself is the only thing that hits a spot for me. Only good thing you lot produce.
She keeps knocking.
Come on in.
Who is my mother?
Hi, Ro. How'd you do?
I'm doing like really bad right now, and you better be answering me some questions.
Your mother was one of the workers, and your father was a miner. You want a drink? Maybe we should have a drink. Have you had a drink recently, Ro?
I haven't, but no, there is a god outside, right outside that door, and she is telling me that that's not the case, that you're my mother and Lucifer is my daddy. You better answer yourself right now.
We better have a drink.
I don't want a drink. I want an answer. But I'll take a drink if you have one.
She takes a shot for herself and leaves the bottle on the counter for you.
Takes the whole bottle and shots bad for a minute. Can't answer yourself. And you better make some quick answers, because there is God outside. And she's spouting some crazy shit right now. And she murdered Lucifer. She murdered Lucifer without even him fighting back. So I'm really starting to question the deity system.
Well, yeah, that would be in your nature.
What do you mean it'd be my nature?
Yes, okay. Lucifer's your daddy. I wrapped it up. I kept it quiet.
But you said white hair is normal. The only person who said it wasn't normal was Jen, and she's full of lies anyways.
Yeah, it's not that normal, Ro.
What? What?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? This woman's outside gonna take you to hell! Do you want to go to hell?
I guess if she's here, then Lucifer's gone back to hell.
I don't want him to go because it makes you happy, but at the same time, right now, I'm really fucking confused. You're telling me that my daddy is Lucifer and you're my mama?
I'm sorry, Ro. I don't know what you want me to say. I kept it quiet for you for years.
So wait, who was Desiree? Desiree was like just your significant other at the time? Why would you even... How did this even happen? So you were okay with the devil's leniency living underneath your roof? I don't understand any of this.
Look, Ro, sometimes love makes you do crazy things. Like, right now, I'm thinking if the only way to be with Lucifer is to go to hell, then...
No, no,
shit,
no.
I'm going there eventually, Anna.
No, you're not. You're not allowed to go. I said that you're not allowed to die unless I kill you. Do you remember that? We had a deal. And I ain't about to kill you, so you ain't gonna...
She goes over to a drawer.
Oh no.
Not a parlor gun.
Oh,
Aims
no, no,
at
no,
you.
no. Ah, at me?
Aims at you. Well, Ro, if you're the only one that's allowed to kill me.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to shoot me. Alright, do you have... Are you gonna shoot me?
She shoots you in the leg.
Oh, son of a
It's a
bitch!
little pop. It's only like what, 4 mil is it in them little guns?
That still feels like.
It still hurts a lot.
You know what? Oh, that's a tough love that I've been taught. I should have shot you and walked in.
Well, Ro, as I see it, I've got 3 bullets left.
Son of a bitch. Then I guess you're gonna have to send me down to Daddy, aren't you?
My husband.
I ain't gonna shoot another person that I love.
You gonna really stand in my way over this?
I mean, I can't stand anywhere now, because you made sure of that.
It's only a flesh wound, Ro. Come on.
I used to be a gunslinger, and then I got shot in the knee.
She laughs at that.
Look.
But shoots again. This time it passes by you.
Look. I understand that you want to be with the love of your life. I can understand that. But you're the last tie that I have to this world. I don't know if I can handle losing you. At least I knew you were alive here. And now I have to live with the idea that my fucking daddy's the devil? Makes absolute sense why people tear the hair together now. Oh no.
Look, way I see it, Ro. I got 2 bullets left, and
No.
if you ain't gonna do it, then you're gonna miss that chance to kill me that you want so much.
I'll be honest, I just wanted you to outlive me.
Downstairs with Colton, you can hear a couple of gunshots, and the angel sort of looks over to God and is like, I mean, we just heard some gunshots. Do you think we should interfere? And she sort of shakes her head. He looks to you though, Colton.
Everybody makes their own choices. That's the whole point, isn't it? And Colton sort of slides the stool off the... So it's like slides off from the stool and starts to walk upstairs.
We'll pan back up into the room.
Bro's gonna fix her hat, of course.
Ro, I love him. If I have to live through hell to be with him, I will live through hell to be with him. One day you'll understand that. You'll find a guy that means that much to you.
Yeah,
or a girl come to that, or anything else.
I murdered many people that made that a little bit close. What did you said that no, you had a law by to live by that was that no one to be trusted. Why can't you follow by your own laws?
Only one person I've ever trusted, Ro. Truly.
She's gonna pull back the gun a little bit. And she's gonna point towards Victoria.
And that's you.
And she- I love you, but I do this and I do this because I love you, I swear. And I want you.
I love you too, sweetie.
And I want you to be with who you love. And I want you to be happy. And I just I don't want you to be suffering. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
As your eyes close, your hat drops. She walks forward. You feel pressure on your hand as she gives it a squeeze. Firing the gun. She smiles at you as she goes down. Colton, that's probably around the sort of time you'd get to the door.
You're right about the time there's like a muffled gunshot, I think, from the sound of it.
Yeah. And then very loud crying.
Yeah.
Super loud.
Yeah. Colton goes to knock on the door, I think, right about the time the shot goes off, and then hears the crying. And then gives it a little bit of time. Doesn't want to, to come in so quick. But then, after a little bit of time has passed, comes in, pulls, I think, what looks like a sheet from, like a folded sheet in the corner, and just kind of drapes it over Victoria, makes sure her eyes are closed, and and picks up the parlor gun. And then sort of leans up against the wall, not saying anything, but is there.
Why? Why does it have to be this way? Why does everything I love have to die? It's not fair. It's not fair.
No, it's not. When I left town and ended up here, I left with two people who I cared really deeply about. And he sort of pats the revolver on his left and the rifle slung over his shoulder and says, "These were theirs. That's all I have left of them. I'm taking them back home."
And it isn't right.
No. No, it's not.
I just...
I'd like to pan away from that. Let's give Jin and Malcolm maybe a few days have passed. Where are you all at?
Our place?
I was gonna say, I was hoping Malcolm we'd go home.
How you feeling?
Quick question: are my parents still alive, or did they die?
They're
I'm
alive.
okay. Oh, okay.
Someone took a chance for you.
There was a name pun there.
Ouch.
No,
I liked it. I liked it.
it hurts. It hurts. I'm fine.
Well, your parents are still alive.
Yeah, everyone's alive. Why doesn't it feel good?
Because you have a tendency to take responsibility that happens around, regardless of whether or not you had anything to do with it or not.
This was kind of my fault, hon. You gotta at least admit that. If I hadn't run off and made that deal or anything.
Oh no, I didn't say that. I mean, hell, both of us did things that exasperated the issue. And I'm not saying that we're blameless for what happened, but you are definitely taking a disproportionate amount of blame. Yes, you accepted a deal. Did you fully understand what that deal entailed? No. You can't blame yourself for a cosmic entity tricking you into a shit deal. He's been around since the beginning of time. We've only been around for, a flash in the pan compared to that. Look, and I know things are hard right now. I know it ain't easy, but what we can do is we can work to make up for the hurt that we caused. And that doesn't mean beating ourselves up and being suicidal and taking every opportunity to throw our lives away. But there are people out there that could use the help of some capable individuals. If you feel that there's something to repent for, let's help some people.
Yeah. God, I know it sounds weird saying that now. I know you forgave me. I know my parents forgave me. I know God forgave me, but it's gonna take me a while to forgive myself.
Hell, I'm
kind of okay with that.
Look, I'm okay with however long it takes. And you know that I'm going to be standing right by your side for as long as it takes. Look, Jen, you are forgiven by everyone except yourself. And I know it's easy to hold on to that guilt. It's hard to let it go. There was things before I proposed to you that I had to forgive myself for. You knew my life before us. I was not a good person. And it took me time. It took me a lot of time being with you before I could forgive myself of those things. I'm going to do the same thing for you.
And I kiss him.
I accept that kiss.
Yeah.
I love that response every time.
And
Best daddy I ever had.
as we come away from this scene, leaving it on a slightly happier note, Ro, we'll do a number of flashbacks. Every time growing up that Madame Victoria would be teaching you how to run the books, or how to like get information out of someone at the bar, or how to make it look like you're drunk when you're not drunk so that people share more information thinking that you're more drunk than you are, sort of thing. And nearly every time she would say something along the lines of, well, you know, you're going to run this when I'm not around, or I can't be around forever, you know, someone's got to take over. And you know that she knew.
So are we switching past? Are we doing future? So we're doing future, right?
A couple of days in the future, yeah.
Okay. So, Natalie, did you get the stock that was requested?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Good. No. Did you please fire the bartender that was almost shot? Cause I didn't want to do that.
Yes.
We need a new bartender. Do we get any applications?
Only one. From a guy in Travel Stop, goes by the name of Terrence.
Did we? Is he here?
No, I told him too distant that you wouldn't want to interview him. I mean, he's from some backwater town. I don't think he's even seen the city before.
You're right. Let's give him a shot. I heard he's got the best whiskey in town.
Oh, okay. I'll go and try and catch the post office before they send the telegram.
Great. Oh, and Natalie?
Yes?
Keep doing the good work, okay?
Always.
Please hurry, because I just can't handle this much stress.
Where does Colton go? Does Colton stick around Row, or does Colton move on to new ventures?
I think Colton goes back to visit. I think Ro is. I think when Ro gets on her feet, he leaves, but I think he stops by the Harkers. I think one more time. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sort of just knocks on the door.
The mansion, or I'm assuming the mansion, right?
Or somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just
Colton has some god BS going on. I think he shows up where he has to.
Honestly,
He just shows up at our house. It's cool. I'm cool with it.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Long time no see.
It's a couple days, but it was a short time. But I'm gonna be heading home. I got some things to take back with me, but I wanted to leave y'all something.
Where is home for you now? Is it
No, there's a town a while away. It's called Rivenbrook. That's where I'm from. That's where and he sort of taps the badge on his vest. That's where this is relevant.
I gotcha.
But I've got and he sort of hefts the rifle on his shoulder and pats the gun on his hip. I've got some things to return home. But I wanted to leave you this, and he sort of he pulls out pushes from his belt one of the little golden bullets that he got as part of his contract, and says, "Oh well, I only used 6 of these, and I want you to have this. I hear y'all been doing some good pretty recently, and
I'm trying to make up for lost time, I suppose."
And Colton says, forgiving yourself is hard, but very few people, I think, get direct confirmation that they're going to be all right in the end. So I don't have any worries for you.
Thank you. If you ever need anything over in Riverbook, just shoot us a message.
Hey, can you 1 second, Colton?
Sure.
I kind of like whisper into Jen. Jen, should we offer to travel with him for a minute?
Jin leans over. Do you need us to travel with you?
And Colton looks not like sad, but like sort of set, I guess. He goes, "No, I've got a road to walk back home,
All
but
right.
I'll come by and visit once I've filled the promise I made."
Well, you always got an open door here if you need it. I owe a lot to you, I guess, and your friends.
I don't know when they're going to be back, and quite honestly, the less they show up on Earth, probably the quieter things are, and I like quiet.
I think I'll like quiet too after a while.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a year.
Well, yeah. Well, bless you both. And Colton sort of has gotten a new hat, tips the hat, and sort of walks away.
I think that is the perfect place to end our season of Riders on the Storm. One last thing, though. Your gun doesn't disappear, Jin. Instead, the writing down the side, should you care to look at it, now says parting gift.
Aww.
I say that gun sits above our fireplace mantle. Just put the letter down as a reminder.
Well, everyone,
Oh,
we've overrun a little bit, but not too bad. Let's go around, let's talk about who we are, what our favourite part of today's session was, and for our regular players, let's hear what your favourite part of the season was as well. Let's start with Saito.
Hello, so my name is Milady Saito, and when I'm not here on Thursdays, which will no longer be a thing, but I am a streamer that is a captain of my own. Oh my god, I'm so fucking emotional. I'm sorry. I got myself in the state to make myself cry, and now I can't stop it. So no, I stream video games like Dead by Daylight and pretty much Overwatch. Anything that's fan based, you can all play with me, and I am going to be doing a Saturday campaign, my first ever campaign in years of streaming. I'm going to be DMing. It's going to be fairy tale orientated, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. It's a 5e campaign, and hopefully if it goes well, then maybe we'll extend it. We are offering people to play with us, so let's see where it goes. My favorite part of this campaign, I will say my favorite part was I actually was secretly hinting that Ro actually had a secret love for Terrence. Secretly hinting the whole season that she had a secret love for Terrence. And for it to end that way was pretty good for me. So I was like, yeah, it was really funny because Scrat actually messaged me privately, and he was like, "Oh my god, I get it now. Rowan likes Terrence." It's like, yeah. So that was pretty good.
Teehee. Thank you so much, Ro. You've been a pleasure this season. Next around, let's go to Justin at Mage Hand Press. Hey, Justin.
Hi. So yeah, I'm Justin with Mage Hand Press. We made Weird West a few years ago. I think it's been about now since we wrote that. And it's just been fun seeing someone pick it up and bring it to life. Like I said in the beginning, it's just blown me away. And then just seeing how every single viewer has come onto this game and been able to drastically impact this story. I was lucky enough to be a repeat guest. I feel all special inside about that. And just my favorite part of this episode was gotta be the end. I love how everything finally came together, and it was okay. And after everything being not okay for so long, and then it being okay, it was just great. But my favorite part all season that I got to play in was first episode I showed up, and Mackenzie fell out of her chair.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was good shit. That was good shit.
That was pretty good, yeah. Well, next around, let's go to Ryo. Oh, hi.
Hello. Yes. Oh, who am I? What do I do? Mostly forget. So you can check out Twitter and things, but I am a drama therapy grad student, and what I do is my area of focus is in the area of tabletop RPGs and LARPing as therapeutic tools and therapy. So to me, this is all technically research, which is how I get away with justifying it in my brain. But I also play in a game called Gore of Ravnica, which is on Giro for Us All stream every other Saturday. Unfortunately, we're not going to have an episode this week, but we're on 2 weeks from now. As well as hopefully more, but grad school schedule overrides. My favorite part of the session I think I have to go with Justin on this one. At the end definitely was very satisfying, watching the conclusion to these characters that we followed since the start sort of wrap up. It was really fun to watch and amazing to be a part of, so thank you very much.
And thank you for coming in with such a critical job to do. You played it out wonderfully.
No problem, thanks. Thank you.
Last but by no means least, Mackenzie.
Hi. We'll do, I guess, outro first. Hi, yeah, I'm Mac or Mackenzie, and Mackenzie Lane D on Twitter. Normally I start out with saying you can find me here, but you can't find me here anymore. So you can find me over on the Greyhawk channel every Friday at 5 p.m. EST for the Old Faith. And for one more week, on Tuesdays for Encounter Roleplay for Keepers of the Lost, which is my first streamed campaign as a DM. It ends on Tuesday, so that's a thing. I'm compartmentalizing that. You can also find me over on WebDM every Wednesday, or on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. EST for Corvin's Kiss by Lamplight, their Blades in the Dark campaign. I write things also on DM's Guild, which I also yell about on my Twitter. And last but certainly not least, or not yet, I'm going to be at Gen Con. I'm going to be on a panel at Gen Con about tabletop RPGs as learning experiences. It's Friday at 4 p.m. It's going to be super exciting. I get to talk with a bunch of PhD candidates and people who've started charities. It's really exciting.
I feel that so much.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's super exciting. I feel out of my league, but it's going to be awesome. And last but certainly not least, keep an eye out on the Season 4 announcements. I might have a couple of things because I'm the trash gremlin who never actually leaves.
Favorite part of the season, Jin?
Okay, it's a tie between the Malcolm episode, because oh boy, and the very first time you revealed my patron, all the way back in episode 2, because, oh my god, the amount of, you never see it, you never got to see it, but during that entire stream, Scrat was just messaging me in Zoom chat private message as my patron, whispering in my ear the entire time. It fucked with me so much in the best way possible, and I think at that moment I knew this is gonna be good, and so I will always remember that. And also, the Malcolm episode also it's a tie, just because, oh my god, I love getting emotionally hecked with.
Right? Oh.
For me, this ending has been very cathartic. It's all been wonderful. I did enjoy all of those plot points as well, but do you know what one of the most fun things was for me, just the most out-of-the-box fun, was bringing in the shit demon.
Yeah!
I still remember that conversation.
Because I was messaging Justin in the background I need a shit demon, then he thought I meant a low-powered demon. No.
A shit demon.
Yeah. Well, everyone, I'm going to put my closing links in the chat. You can check all those out. It's all the places you can find us and our community, interact with us and all the good things. If you want a game, send me a DM on Twitter. I'll get you a game. August to November is filling up. But anyone that I don't get in that season, I'll get in the next season. We'll go for more viewer games the season after. This season, we've gone for more new DMs, so there'll be more viewer games the season after. Yeah, also check out our sponsors, Bird and the Storm Publishing, and of course, Mage Hand Press, who are responsible for this shenanigan, or at least partially responsible. Definitely partially responsible, because a lot of the motivations of old Lucy came directly from the character sheet, which I believe, I haven't got it up in front of me right now because, you know, I believe it does state on there that Lucy's motivations are that he wants to cause the apocalypse so that he can strike down God and take over Earth, which is kind of what spawned the whole thing.
Yeah, we wrote that based on there's a podcast that has used Weird West in the past, and I was giving you this as a sample of, hey, we can do this if you want, and you know, you took it and ran with it, which was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hero Club, they're pretty cool. Check them out. They're not great at marketing themselves, but they are top-notch podcast and quite enjoyable.
Yeah, sure. Stick a link in chat for us.
Yeah, let me dig that
In the
up.
meantime, everyone, I've got 15 minutes until my next game, so that may start a little bit late. I'm going
You're welcome.
I wouldn't change it for the world. We're going to sign off, though. So we'll be back in around 15-20 minutes for Fading Footsteps. Might be a slightly longer episode, because we've also got a lot to unpack over there. Geez, have we got a lot to unpack over there. And, yeah, it's going to be great. I can't say we'll be back next week, because we won't.
Be back soon, though.
But until next time, keep on evoking emotions. See you later.